Hi everybody, it's the Kingstons in their kitchen. I know I said earlier today I was not going to get on the interwebs, but I was on earlier and now I'm on again. I'm going to turn my computer on so that I can see you guys. My fabulous husband Don Kingston is behind the phone, and I just wanted to, hold on, let's get on here, get everybody going. Am I there? Am I there? There I am. Okay. Let me make this big. You can see we're having a, there we go. Okay. Let me know if you are on. I just wanted to hop on real quick because Cricut is having an insane sale on their 3-pack of 12x12 mats today. It's got a strong grip, a standard grip, and a light grip. It's normally $40.99 for the set. Today it's $16.99. I gave you guys a link. So I want to talk about how to take care of the mats once you have them. I'm going to wash mine. We're all going to watch me wash my stuff in the sink. Before I start, let me just say that this is the way Cricut suggests washing your mat. I honestly had never washed a mat before today. If you're doing it another way and it works for you, fantastic. If you're like me and you've been scared to wash your mats because you weren't sure what would happen, today is our day, my people. So if you have questions, shout them out. If you're here, say hi. Let me turn my back on you. Don Kingston's gonna watch me wash stuff. So first of all, you want to get a hard, hey Lisa, yay, people are here, Nancy's here. You want to get sort of a strong bristled sponge. I already washed a couple mats, and this is actually a perfect example of what I'm going to tell you. Do not use one of the brushes you have at home. This is all stuff I've already washed off my mats. I went looking for, and this is a pretty hard brush. I went looking for a hard brush this afternoon, got home, knew I was going to be working in the sink. Hey, Margot. And had some spinach in there. So I went to wipe out the spinach and then spent the next 10 minutes trying to pick spinach out of this brush. So go buy yourself a brush. This cost me, it's a Libman, cost me $4 at the drugstore. And don't use this for anything else. So just like your fabric scissors, you have a matte brush. Just keep it in a corner somewhere. So Cricut recommends warm water and a brush. That's it. Hey Kay. Hey Kathy. Hey Valeria. So it takes a little bit of time sometimes for the water to get warm here at the Kingstons. But you want to have your sink obviously empty of other things. No spinach. Okay, so it's warming up pretty good. So I'm going to show you a strong grip mat, a standard mat, and a fabric mat. I didn't have any light grip mats that needed washing. So I wanted to show you, oh, there goes my green mat on the floor. I actually did half of this mat already. I have a pretty heavy hand. I don't know if you can tell. I let my project cut all the way through my, not all the way through, but through my mat. But I want you to look at the difference. See all the leftover gunk that's on this side of the mat? All these, like this debris left over from the chipboard. Look at how it's all gone from this side. That's because I already brushed that side off. So what I'm going to do is lay this down in the sink. And I apologize for the shadow. Let me actually, hopefully you guys can still hear me. So, like I said, I have a pretty heavy hand with everything. But look at when I start wiping away, look at how all that debris just goes away. And I'm not using any soap. I'm not using like extremely hot water. I'm not using anything but this strong grip brush and warm water. And look at how easily all that stuff comes off. So then what I do is just sort of rinse it. A couple big pieces. Like I could say I have a little bit left here. And I recommend doing what I'm doing, which is I've sort of hoarded all my mats that needed to be washed. And then I'm doing them all in one fell swoop. So then you this is just a beach towel. Lay it down, take some folded paper towel, and you're just gonna really gently tap the water off. And then you're gonna let it, and you can actually, I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'll stop talking for a second. Maybe you can hear it. So can you hear that? It's already getting sticky again. So just by that little bit of warm water, it's already getting sticky again. So set this aside, let it dry. And I've already done a couple, so I'll come back to those in just in a few minutes. So, let's see, does anybody have any questions? Hey, Cheryl. Kathy, you can stalk me all you want to. A very nice lady stalked me at the Michael's today. I don't know if you guys saw that. That just made my day. So if you guys ever see me out in public, please say hi to me because I love that so much. Okay, let's talk about other issues you might have with your mats. Naomi, you can run them underwater. I'm warning it under warm water. I'm only using water. I'm not using any soap of any kind. I'll actually do it again with this one. So here's another life lesson. Some of the clear sheets that come on the mats actually have a sticker on them. Do not put that on the wrong way because it will stick to your mat. So that's actually what happened here. So now I need to get that off. I actually have some debris from, I used like a super cheap, and I don't mean that in a good way, paper, and it left all this debris on here. So again, I'm gonna lay this down in my sink, take my scrub brush, and look at how quickly those, so see all this right here? Look at how quickly that comes off. So just give it a rub. This might take a little more effort. And it's actually probably gonna leave those worms there, but that's okay. But look at how all of that is just coming right off. So then I just take my brush. Scrub it a little more. See, so all that, yes, the ink is still there, but all that paper is gone. So then again, I'm gonna walk back over here, pat it dry. And I do recommend, so I used one set of towels for that one. Don't try to reuse the same towel over and over. We really need it to be dry. And again, you can already hear it sort of re-sticking. Hear it? It just needs a little bit of time to dry. So I'll set this one aside. And you can still, like I said, that's the ink from the paper, and it's gonna be on there because I was dumb, but it's not stopping it from being sticky. Like, you can still hear how it's sticky. As a matter of fact, let me dry my hands off. Let's look at some of these that I've done earlier, and then I'm gonna go back and do a fabric mat, because I find I wash my fabric mats the most because they leave the most debris. But if you guys hear that? These are mats that I just washed, and they were covered in debris. I'll show you one. Here's a green one that I washed. See how it's sticky again? And it was covered in debris. So this, I freely admit, I had my doubts. I was a little bit suspect. Hey Desiree, hey Shemaine. I do have a lot of Cricut mats. I'm a Cricut mat hoarder because I hate to throw things away. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's talk about how much debris you can get on a mat. Babe, if you'll get real close. Look at all of this gunk on this mat. So I actually even have tissue paper up here because I tried an experiment one time that didn't work. But there are strands of fabric. This mat is just covered in gunk. That's what all of my fabric mats look like. I hosted a quilt square exchange when the Maker first came out, and I probably cut hundreds and hundreds of squares. Those mats that I just showed you drying on the towel looked exactly like this. So again, hey Bridget, how often should you clean your mats? Only when they're really messy. Yeah, because it is gonna take some of the sticky, it is gonna take some of the sticky off if you're washing it and it's not dirty, because what you're trying to do is get that layer of dirt and gunk off. I don't wash my mat. Well, this is the first time watching my mats. I have never washed my mats. I set them aside when they're so dirty that they won't hold anything. So that's sort of my guide. Otherwise, I do not wash them. In fact, I'll lift this one up one more time. You might not be able to tell, but I did red, white fabric. I did green fabric. I did yellow fabric. I did blue. So I, no kidding, cut hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of squares from this mat, and I'm just now washing it because it wouldn't hold the fabric anymore. So don't wash your mats unless they're so dirty that you can't, that they won't get anything to stick. And I'm also going to show you a must-have tool. Okay, so I'm taking this. Look at right away how all that stuff starts to come up. And like I said, I'm rubbing it pretty hard because I want to get this all off. But look just in those first 10 seconds. Oh, here, I'll show you here. The difference between now this side of the mat and this side of the mat that I haven't started washing it. Like, it's a huge difference in just a couple seconds. So just give it a good rub and see all of those fibers are coming off. And again, I'm not using, look at all the gunk that's coming up. I'm not using anything but warm water and a sponge. I'm not using any soap. And like I said, if you are doing it a different way and it works for you, good on you. I've just always been scared because I didn't want to do it the wrong way. So today I experimented for everyone. Like, look at how quickly that tissue paper came off. All of this stuff just coming right off. And just sort of get off the big pieces. And I did that strong grip mat that I originally showed you, that had leather on there at one point, that had chipboard, so it does get off the different materials. And then when it's done, we're just gonna go back. And I know I just said use a clean set of towels, but since I only cut 2 towels, or I will just show with the 2. But again, you just tap it. Tap it dry. And these that I did earlier have probably been sitting out here about half an hour. I'm probably gonna let them sit out just for tonight while we're going to run some errands later, and then I'll put them away when I get back. But these are, can you hear that? That's Baloo playing with his duck in the corner. He's not murdering anything, it's a stuffed duck. So a strong grip mat, 3 fabric mats, 2 standard grip mats. Like I said before, the ones that I did wash earlier, like you can already see that they're getting sticky again, which I have to admit is amazing. So the truth is, you know, you've used these mats. I use mine over and over and over. Now we're going to squeaking. I use my mats over and over. Baloo, come here, bud. Do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? No? You just want to stare at us? Okay. I use my mats a bunch and then wash them. They're not going to be brand new mats, but they're going to have so much extra life to them, so you're going to get so much better use out of them. This tool though, if you guys don't have this is the brayer. I did not put a link to it up earlier, but I will later. This is a must-have. I use it for everything, especially now I'm going to use it on these older mats because I use it a ton on the fabric mats when it's starting to not be as sticky. You put a piece of material down, you roll the brayer, and I've done it with chipboard, I do it with paper, I do it with fabric, especially things like glitter cardstock that are hard to get to lay down because it's got glitter and stuff on it. Take the brayer, roll, whatever the material is, it makes it stick 10,000 times better to your mat. So, let me see if anybody else has questions. Hey, Wendy. My sink is never, well, here's why I tell you that our dirty dishes are actually hidden around here by our coffee pot because the dishwasher was running and I just didn't have time to the end. Let's see. I think we got everybody's questions. Hey, Tanya, I'm just using regular paper towels. I just folded up a couple. I use those select size towels. So this is just 3 pieces folded over. You don't want to use like an actual dish towel because that has fabric softener and that might have other residue on it. I just use a plain old paper towel folded in half. I think I will leave you the link to the brayer. If you guys have any other questions, leave them here. I'll check them as we're out driving out and about. But I just wanted to hop on since, truth be told, since mats were for sale on Cricut today, and I had these mats that needed to be washed, I was like, I'm just gonna do it because if this is an absolute failure, I could buy more mats. I probably will still buy some mats because they're a fantastic deal, but I just wanted to see. This is the way Cricut suggests you do it, and lo and behold, it worked like a charm. So try them with what you've got at home. If you need to wash your mats, once your mat is sort of gunky and you can't use it anymore, you have nothing to lose. I am thrilled with how this turned out. So if you have any questions, leave them for me. Did I use any type of soap? I didn't use any soap, just warm water, and not like super hot water either, just comfortably warm water. And that brush. Let me show you guys the brush one more time. Hey Summerella, you can go back once I hit end. This will be saved on my Facebook page, so you can go back and watch it. So this is a Libman. Here, come on in here, we look at. But again, all of this gunk came off my mats, and now they're almost new again. So this is a Libman brush. It's pretty hard. I originally tried this brush, which is what we use like for our dishes, and these bristles are softer and it didn't work as well. So I recommend, like, it almost hurts to rub this against my hand. This is nice and soft. Do not use this. Use something like this, Libman. I got it at Walgreens actually earlier today for like $3. So let me know if you have questions. Thank you guys for watching. I will post the link to the brayer as soon as we get off, and I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you probably later this week or next week or sometime. Talk to you later.